Yo, what's good? It's your boy Derek Branch here, SportsView360.com, covering the New Orleans Saints. And today's video, I just want to talk about a remark put out yesterday by FS1 radio personality Colin Cowherd. He stated that he did a segment where he was talking about, his bold predictions for the season. And he mentioned that his first bold prediction would be that Dennis Allen would be the first head coach to be fired during this season. And I got a little pushback on. I got to push back on that because a lot of people on the outside looking in, especially from a national media perspective, they really don't know how the New Orleans Saints operate. Dennis Allen, if he does get fired, it won't be during the season. They just don't operate like that. They've never fired a coach midway through the season. Jim Mora, you can mention Jim Mora, but Jim Mora resigned on his own. He wasn't forced to resign. He wasn't forced to quit. Tom Benson wasn't going to fire him. But as for Dennis Allen, they're not going to out him during the season. It's going to happen after the season. They're going to let him finish it out and let him go by his way. But he like if it gets really bad, it won't happen. Dennis Allen is family to them, to that organization. He grew up in it, came up with Sean Payton, and they won't fire him. They won't fire him midway through the season. But if you ask me what percent chance of that happening, of the Saints having a really bad year, I would say, I would give it right now, man, a 40%, 45% chance of the Saints really having a really bad year where they fire Dennis Allen, clean house, and have a top 5, top 10 pick in the draft. 45% chance, 40 to 45% chance of that happening. But I don't see it happening. I don't see them, falling by the wayside like that. They just have too much heart. Guys like Demario Davis, Alvin Kamara, Lattimore, Rashid Shaheed, Derek Carr, Colin Saunders, Cam Jordan. They just got too much heart for that. They got too much pride for that. We saw that last year when the season looked like it was about to go sideways. They picked it up through the second half of the year and went 4-1. That may be the case this year. That may not be the case, But Dennis Allen will not be gone. Will not be the first head coach to be fired during the season. Now that might happen after the season. He may be the first to go. On Black Monday, he may be the first name that get rewarded. Just might. But midway, man, they don't do that, man. The Saints do not do that. They don't. A lot is riding on this year, So people gonna have that. People are down on the Saints, man. Until the Saints, I keep saying this, but until the Saints show that they have indeed turned the corner, got back to their winning ways, 2017 through 2020, nobody's going to be convinced, man. It's show me now, you know what I'm saying? Saints had 2 years to do that. 2 years where they could have won the NFC South. 2 years under Dennis Allen. So it won't happen. You know what I'm saying? People ain't gonna jump on the bandwagon. I don't see nobody believing in the Saints this year. Nobody. From a national correspondent perspective. I think everybody got question marks. And that's okay. The Saints just gotta keep your heads down. You gotta keep your heads down and just go to work. Plain and simple. Even when it gets bad during the year, just keep grinding. we'll see how it all play out, man. Well, in other news, in regards to that preseason game against the 49ers, he did some things, man, like that I liked. Wasn't perfect, wasn't great, but it was solid. It was efficient. Ran the ball well. Derek Carr, that first team unit, performed a lot better. Trevor Penning wasn't too bad, especially in the running game. But still, I won't get my hopes up. I'm not getting my hopes up that they've indeed turned things around on offense. But expect the defense to be to play a very huge role in a lot of these games this year. Expect that defense to possibly win some of those games this year, while its offense takes some time to figure things out. It may be that way for a little bit. So I won't get too frustrated by that. If they can win games like that as an offense, get on its footing, I wouldn't complain. Neither should you, But, this is what happens, Derek Carr, we saw this last year. He kind of struggled running Pete Carmichael's offense until they made some changes, to the offensive line. And he was protected a lot better compared to the beginning of the season. And you saw what that did for him. So, I won't be too shocked. I won't be too upset if the defense is ahead of the offense this upcoming season for at least the first 6 to 8 games of the year, So another thing you got to put out, another thing that you got to take into consideration is that when they played the 49ers, they weren't playing the 49ers team that have their core players on there. Fred Warner didn't play. Nick Bosa didn't play. George Kittle didn't play. Drake Greenlaw, he out for he's out right now because of that injury at the Super Bowl. So you didn't see a lot of their top players in that game, in that preseason game. So that's where that scrimmage would have helped the Saints out. But it is what it is. So that's just all I have for right now, man. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel, let me know how you feel. Do you think Dennis Allen will be the first head coach to be let go, to be fired midway through the season? And also check out sportsview360.com/Saints for latest content. The One Saints